Home wasn't always warm. It felt a bit off, like a puzzle missing pieces. You know that feeling? Silence there was so loud, love felt like a secret. Not everyone gets fairy tales. That's okay, I learned later. It really does shape who you become, and you carry those lessons with you always. I often felt like a ghost, just floating through many rooms. Unseen, sometimes unheard. It is tough for a kid. You really crave true connection. You want to be noticed. For good things, you know. Attention was very, very rare, so you learned to be small, to take up less space. I dreamed of a different normal, a home full of laughter, easy talks at dinner, warm hugs just because. Funny what you imagine. When your reality is different, those dreams kept a light on. A tiny light, but there. It was a flicker of hope, a necessary little spark. That early quiet taught me how to rely on myself, to be my own cheerleader, even without knowing cheers. It's a hard lesson for a small person. But it builds something strong. Invisible armor, you could say. You learn to listen to your own voice, because sometimes it's the only one. Then came the health scares. Oh boy did they come. My body had its own plans I was not in on. One day you are fine, the next just you're not. It is a confusing dance, a dance with much uncertainty. Life throws these curveballs and you just have to swing. Hospitals became familiar land, too familiar if you ask me. The smell of the antiseptic, squeak of shoes on floors, the beeping of machines. It's a soundtrack you don't pick, but you learn the words, you learn to navigate halls, you even find the best jello. Small victories, right? Fear was a constant friend then, a shadow that followed me. What if this happened now? What if that happened then? The questions just kept swirling. Sleep wasn't always so easy. Your mind races, you know? Hard to tell it be quiet. It has its own agenda sometimes, but even in sterile rooms, I found some small moments. Tiny moments of real fight. A kind nurse's sweet smile, a funny show on TV, the view from a window. You learn to grab these, like little life rafts there. They keep your head above water, and that's everything. Money, or its stark absence, that was another big mountain, a big, steep, hard one. It is a heavy feeling, knowing there's not enough. For basics sometimes, for dreams, much more often. It's a worry that sits with you, a constant, quiet hum of stress. Sacrifices became second nature. Going without was no choice. It was how things were. New clothes, not often, no. Fancy trips, definitely not. You learn to make do. You learn to stretch things. You learn what truly matters. And it's rarely the shiny stuff. I remember wanting much more, not just for many things, but for a security sense. A little bit of breathing room. It felt like running races. A race you couldn't win. You work so very hard. The finish line keeps moving. It can feel incredibly frustrating, but you keep running anyway. These struggles taught true value, the value of $1. But also ingenuity's own value. Making something from pure nothing. Appreciating all small comforts. It changes your whole perspective. It makes you so resourceful. And it makes you grateful for every single little bit. And then there is heart. Oh, the human, feeling heart. It wants what it wants. Real connection, true, honest love, to be seen by another. It's a universal quest, right? We all search for it, that special, kind someone, that sense of belonging. It's a fundamental need. I have known real heartache. Yes, I surely have. Relationships that shimmered with promise, only to fade or break. It hurts you so deeply. Like a piece of you missing. You give your whole heart. Sometimes it comes back bruised, or in little tiny pieces. But through it all, the quiet home, sick days, empty wallet, broken heart, something inside me just grew. A quiet, steady inner strength, not loud or flashy, more like a steady hum. Deep inside my own soul, a resilience you don't know you have, until you absolutely need it. So life throws its punches. It really does. You learn to bob, weave, get back up, again, even when you are tired, so very tired sometimes. This journey is a battle, fought in quiet small moments. That inner strength, my loudest cheer, and it keeps me going.